Why, good day, ladies and gentlemen. It is I, General Lotz, and his merry band of reprobates. And today, we're going to do our part for the Terran Federation, and we're going to slay the bug. But to hunt the bug, we must know the bug. So basically, we need to dye our hair blue and vote... Never mind. Moving on. So, today, joining me is Triple X Medic.
Hello, everybody. Yes, I do want to know more. And let me just say real quick, rest in peace to the legend Chuck Norris. You big, beautiful bastard.
Oh, I forgot I was immortal.
Yeah, unfortunately, Chuck isn't, though. And also, we've got...
Darth Trujillo.
Alright, now see, we can't...
Once again.
And unfortunately, we cannot have a moment of silence for Chuck, because you know what? There's no sound in space, because the universe is having its own moment of silence.
Unless
So
you're a blue hair.
That's true, but then again, they're all nuts. Who cares? Alright, so we're going to go with basic training. We don't really need that, but I want to show... Oh yeah, first off, let's talk about the game. What we have here is Starship Troopers, the Ultimate Bug War. This is a brand new boomer shooter by the same guys who did the god-awful... wonderful Warhammer 40k Bolt Gun. It is, to say the least, a lot better than Bolt Gun. The gameplay actually is fun and not boring. You get two campaigns. You get the human and the bug. I have not played the bug, and I played 2 missions of the human. Probably the most notable thing about this game so far is they brought back Casper Van Dien as Johnny Rico. And that's why we're going to start with the stupid tutorial, because we get, like, some Casper Van Dien footage.
Listen up, maggot.
You know what? I got some bad news.
Uh-oh.
I was just informed, speaking of 40k, apparently I'm a heretic.
Yes, you are.
So that you can be the best.
Because you're using the Silica Animus. Can't do that.
Yes.
Already here we've got a little bit of a canon discontinuity. Our little dude here says a soft, fleshy civilian into a bug-killing soldier. Both in the movie and in the book, civilians were not looked down upon by the mobile infantry. So already, not doing good. Not doing good, game. Okay, so here's the cutscene. I won't talk over it.
Hi, I'm General Johnny Rico, and I want to thank you for doing your part by buying Ultimate Bug War, an exciting new video game brought to you by FedDev. Are you thinking about starting on the road to citizenship? This game will test your mettle and make sure you have what it takes to really give those bugs hell. Don't just take it from me. Let's hear from another Federation hero. Say hello to Major Samantha Dietz, who not only stars in Ultimate Bug War, but also helped advise on its production. How's it going, Major?
Please, just call me Sammy.
All right, Sammy. This game is based off of your experience during the first Bug War that happened over 25 years ago. Isn't that right?
That's correct. The missions that I was deployed on have finally become declassified, so what better time than now to show the public how exciting becoming a citizen can be?
It's an honor and a privilege to be a citizen of the Federation.
When FedEv first came to me with the idea, I knew that this would be a beautiful way to pay tribute to the friends who served with me.
You all signed up together.
We did. Straight after graduating high school. Yeah, me, Yana Straken, and Ethan Cordo.
My friends over at R&D tell me this is the most realistic depiction of war that's ever been seen.
That's right. You will get to step into my shoes and experience the first Bug War exactly the way I did. You'll get to blast bugs and do your duty all from the comfort of your home. Play, then enlist, then join the real fight.
So yeah, major canon discontinuities already within the first cutscene. Now it's cool to see, you know, Casper Van Dien in here, but like, they don't want people to become citizens. They don't want that, because they want only the people who want to join. So why would you have this kind of propaganda? It doesn't make any sense. Like, they didn't even do that in the movie.
2 things about this propaganda. One,
of all,
I'm glad
we
to
get
see
to
Johnny
live it
Rico
together.
made General.
Yes.
And who is that fucking sexy minx with the blonde hair and blue eyes?
The DEI hire.
That was a cool
Well, I'll
cutscene.
tell you
I like
what,
that.
that's kind of my type, I ain't gonna lie.
It's the DEI hire.
I know that, but I have a weakness for short hair, blonde hair, and blue eyes.
I understand that, but like, oh my god, that's such a DEI hire. Now, here's the thing.
Ziplining?
This is very much inspired less by the movie and the obviously very much a little bit by the book, but this is very much inspired by Helldivers. Like that whole intro cutscene is very much something you'd see in Helldivers.
Yeah.
Not really Starship Troopers. Not really.
Fighters inbound.
Oops. I'm already fucking it up because I'm like not even able to do the basic training course. I assume the co-ed showers are in this game. Yeah, Helldivers is really hard. I'm like playing as bad as a gaming
Super
turnout.
Helldive.
Especially in the ultimate hell difficulty where like you die in 5 seconds.
It do be like that sometimes.
That's a fact. Assuming I can actually finish the basic training course. Wow, I'm like not even paying attention. As you can see, this game was definitely done by somebody in like Denmark or something, because everybody looks like they're some kind of Nordic. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but they are known to be a little wokey here and there.
Those damn lords.
Skyrim for the Nevermind.
And
I
that
like
planet
the-
killer's huge.
I like the Imperium better. Yeah, this isn't the worst, but as y'all will come to see once we get to the actual gameplay, it's not the greatest of these boomer shooters. It is once again a lot better than it could be. I'm really glad that our weapons are now like in 3D. But here's my problem with the game. The characters are really bad. Like, I'd rather play as, you know, Rico and not, well, oh yeah, Resupply Flare. What does that remind you of?
Oh. I just saw that.
What does that remind you of? A game?
Looks a little pixely, doesn't it?
Yeah, this is a boomer shooter, so it's supposed to look pixelated.
Oh,
Same
okay.
boomer shooter.
No, that's what it is, though.
So like
Wait,
we
is
got
that-
these really bad 2D sprites, and then we got 3D models for the actual like weapons. There's
pretty good,
3D
though.
models here and there.
I see what you were talking about yesterday. Yeah, that very much looks like a colony and an airstrike.
Yeah,
How
it's the,
goddamn much money did it just cost to do a training level where 3 bombers flew in and dropped ordnance?
that's a good question. You're not supposed to ask that question.
Whatever
see,
it
like-
takes for the Empire.
Actually, it's the Terran Federation.
Oh, right. Wrong game.
Yeah. Actually,
General Lotz, are you rated to repair the M1 helmet?
yes,
He is now.
I'm certified. Certified in
Why
honor.
did you order him to remove his helmet?
Oh
Looks
yeah,
like
that
English
was
dudes.
you know. Oh yeah, what does this remind you of?
Oh, for crying out loud, really?
What does that remind you of? I don't know. I
Oh,
don't
wait,
know.
this
What
has
the,
to stick to it, though. That's alright, though.
it's not
I'll
the
get
worst. It's not the worst. I just don't like the main character of Sammy here because, oh my god, why do they have to make every female character extremely annoying?
You guys get to have all the fun.
I don't know. I got the sound off so I can hear, so I don't have double audio.
Well, that works. I guess my thing is like they make the female characters so like bitchy. Like you notice that like she kind of got to dig in at Rico. I did not really appreciate that.
I'm glad they brought it back, though. That had to feel pretty nice.
Yeah.
Why
Okay,
did they both lose their eyes and turn into like Dan Crenshaw's?
I don't know.
You know, war's hell.
Thankfully, Dan Crenshaw, the Reno, is no longer going to be the senator or representative of what the hell he was. This is still
What
a better
happened with
game
him
than the
anyway?
2005 one.
He was kind of like a cool dude, and then all of a sudden, like, it's just all like, ah, fuck him.
Well, it's called money.
I like money.
I like money too, but this, you know, I'm not going to change my... Okay, actually, you know, I guess it is kind of easy to, when you don't have money, to say, yeah, I'd never change my principles.
Yeah, that's the thing, though. It's like, I think we've all got enough integrity we wouldn't do that. Because, I think it appeals to certain people. Like, we didn't really know what kind of person Dan Crenshaw really was. And yeah, rip Chuck Norris. The thing is, though, he isn't dead. He just went home.
Somebody made a joke. When he got up there, he said, "Fear not the angels."
Yeah. God damn. I'm just gonna suck.
I heard that one say that he's in heaven kicking the hell out of the devil.
I mean, makes sense. And yeah, the Morita rifles really are just mini 14s in a resin shell. I mean, they're kind of goofy. They're kind of derpy. Now, in the book was very different. They had power armor. In fact, it was the first ever depiction of power armor, and the power armor was pretty badass too. And the bugs were actually intelligent and had shivs and rifles and all kinds of cool stuff like that.
I love how this rifle was so futuristic that it's the bullpup with no irons.
Yeah, I don't think they really planned it that far ahead. Now, the director, Paul Verhoeven, didn't actually read the book, but the actual screenwriter did. That's why they got a good amount of stuff right in Starship Troopers, the movie. It's just all the other garbage, like, direct-to-video movies got further and further away from the book, and that's not as good.
What is it? What's happening?
I remember
Really?
the only one I ever remember actually getting promoted was Marauder.
Yeah, because that was the first time they showed Really, the game's just gonna keep fucking me over. I don't know why every time I go on stream, like, I have a problem actually getting anywhere in a game.
This is the real thing.
I blame Chico. You're sapping my video game mojo. For that, you will have to pay the ultimate price. You'll have to watch 1 second of the gay Klingon. It's tough but fair. Or you could actually take 5 lashes in the public square. That's what I'd take.
Since he's AFK, I'm gonna go ahead and just say, I accept my punishment.
Okay.
How does he just go AFK and not say, hey guys, I'll be right back?
Because he's the kind of guy that knows what he wants to do in life.
I know what I want to do in life, but I'm just not doing it.
So, I don't know how long you're streaming for tonight, John. My peeps are wanting to go get some ice cream.
What's happening?
Ooh.
So, I'm gonna go get some ice
Chico,
cream with my
you're in
parents.
big trouble.
Ice cream, you know, Dairy Queen ice cream, chocolate
Well,
ice cream with Oreos in it. Ugh, yum.
I can't argue with that. You
If
just have
you
to mail
don't
me
bring
some.
me back pistachio ice cream, you're gonna be court-martialed.
I'll just send. I'll get one of those. Yeah, I can't even think of the package.
The
type.
organ
You got
donor,
the-
like, ice chest and send it that way. Just don't send me, like, a human heart. Because those are too gamey
Yeah.
for my taste.
Do you like playing Ultimate Bug War? How
I'll
would
just
you
send
like
you
to play
a quart of
Ultimate Bug
vanilla
War
and
in
chocolate
real
ice
life?
cream.
Nice.
When you enlist for federal service, you also enlist
If you
for a
don't,
passport
you'll
to
be
the
hung
rest of
and
the
quartered.
galaxy. Become an Ultimate Bug War master. And
The thing
begin
is, this
your
propaganda
journey
is
to
not bad, but it's just kind
never
of
too
silly.
early to start carving
They
out
kind of
your place
stop
in the
after a while,
Federation.
though.
Come talk to your local recruiter
Alright,
today.
well, I will talk with you guys in a little bit. We'll see if you're still on stream at that point.
I
remember the
the
be
day
careful out
that
there.
asteroid hit like it was
Thank you.
yesterday.
So do I. A tragedy like that will change your
And
life
there
forever.
were 2.
It changed mine. I lost my parents. But I didn't let that trauma define me.
See, Casper Van Dien here can act. Your waifu Triple X cannot. I don't like her. I'm sorry. I really just I can't stand that character.
Becoming a citizen of the
I
Federation.
don't like her
That's
either.
right.
I'm just attracted to her
Ever since that
appearance.
fateful day, we have both been working hard to ensure a better and brighter future, and want to remind you that you can too.
It's important for young people to get involved with their community. And there's no better place to get to
You
know
know,
the people that
I
make
must
this
say,
Federation great.
Casper Van Dien's
than in
looking
basic
really good
training.
at his older age.
Come on, kids.
Yes.
If you're of legal age, play.
He's turning into
Ultimate
David
Bug
Hayter.
War, then take that bug out of your
I
house
can
and
kinda
into
see
your
that.
local recruitment office.
And there's no better place to stick it into the bugs than in joining the fight, just like we did.
That's not what you do in Starship Troopers. You don't want them to be citizens.
As part of the cleanup operation,
It's
and
supposed to
then
be something that they
declared
suffer
after.
through to show that they
Knows
actually, you
what
know,
the
care
Federation
and all the
will
rest.
send you.
But this is very much taking.
Would you
Oh,
like to know more?
it's not the original Would You Like to Know
Hey
More
there.
guy.
Are you between the ages of 10 to 18, or do you have children fitting that description? Then why not consider enrollment in the Federal Youth Corps? Get a head start on planning your future as part of the Federation. And parents, don't worry. If you enlist your child, you'll receive priority for a permit, allowing you to have another.
That's a good
that
idea.
way your home will never be empty. Join the Federal Youth Corps. See your bright tomorrow today.
So now we know for a fact that this federation isn't fascist, it's communist, because the only other country that had a one-child policy was...
China.
And what government do they have?
Army Socialist?
Exactly. So, anybody call this game fascist? I'm sorry, it can't be. Oh man, see, you know, the one-child policy shows you just how stupid socialism really is. But anyway, we're not going to get too much into that. I'll tell you this though, while it can be said that some people really shouldn't have kids, I mean, as a medic, I'm sure you've seen some really shitty parents, especially the junkies and such.
Not a day goes by that I don't see at least 3 of them.
But at the same time, we don't want the government saying, oh, you can't have kids or else, you know?
Well, if I was president.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, I always got to remind you, amongst other people, like, you won't live for... Come on, apes, you want to live forever? You can't live forever, so you don't want to have a law passed where your replacement will come in and use that law to fuck things up even worse. That's the main thing.
I just want a competency test to be performed before anyone can vote or reproduce.
That sounds great, but then you get, like... You want Gavin Newsom, like, making the rules for that, though, because he would. He would.
No, see, my presidency comes after the Boogaloo.
Okay. But trust me, eventually there will... Think about this, like, the founders of the United States came up with the Bill of Rights because it was assumed that they couldn't make an end run around it, but then it happened, and now we're fucked for a little while.
Well, look what they keep trying to do with the gun rights because of a stupid fucking comma.
Yep. So it's why you need limited government, as limited as possible. So here we go. We finally got in the game. I gotta tell you, it's pretty good, but I just can't stand the main character. And really, my one-word review of this game is...
What was that word again?
It's very much a... It's not meh. It's like one level above meh. And more of an really. It's still better than the 2005 game. It's a lot more fun than that. It's a lot more dynamic than that game. But it's really just... It doesn't, like, wow me to the point where I'm like, oh my god, it's the greatest game of the year all years. Because what we're about to see is, like, you get multiple objectives. The plot actually exists and isn't too bad. It's just... I don't like Dietz here. Also, RIP William C. Dietz. He was a famous science fiction writer. He wrote some Halo... He wrote one Halo book. He wrote some Star Wars books. He wrote a French Foreign Legion but space book, which was okay. It was kind of freaky. I'll get to that in a minute. But you'll see as we go through the game that it's not gonna make you want to drop your $20 on it. That's my thing. I don't feel like I've been cheated, but like with all the other games out there, and yeah, this does mix 2D and 3D. There's 3D enemies, but 2D sprites for the other colonial, not colonial marines, mobile infantry, the MI, the cap troops. It's just, I'm not feeling it. That's the main thing. I'm enjoying it, but I'm just not feeling it. And also, there is just a lot of Helldivers 2 DNA. Like this bug nest here, this is very much a Helldivers 2 thing. It's like next I'm going to be seeing some like socialist robots wandering around. They're saying aliens drunk. Yep. You know, I've never actually gotten drunk.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me?
When would I have ever gotten drunk? Why would I have ever gotten drunk? I don't drink.
Because it's the American way.
So, I think about my great uncle, and he was great, but like the familial relationship great. He never drank a beer, never did any of that stuff. Because he was a cool dude. I loved his house. It was covered floor to ceiling in books. And I always wanted them. When he passed, I got a couple of them.
Do you remember that video that was going around YouTube a couple years ago? Where it's this like youngish kind of guy, and he's talking about he has like a Lamborghini in his garage. He's like, you know what I'm more proud of? The 17 bookshelves I had installed in my garage. And he's just talking about books and how you can become rich because I had like $60 in my pocket. And I'm like, oh, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, those guru types. Oh, what does this remind you of? It's like, oh, we got a resupply drop.
I hate when these guru types always say things like, you know what, I'm gonna share my secrets for free with everyone. Okay, well fucking share them then. Don't give me your website, don't tell me, you know, just make a video and tell us your secrets.
Yeah, it's like, no, see, look, see, ladies and gentlemen, you can subscribe to my special newsletter called biggestdickusforfree.net. .edu, there we go. And you too will learn how to be a successful YouTuber for the low price of $5.99.99.99.2.
And it's literally nothing but word salad, you know, like it doesn't actually explain anything.
Exactly. It's all garbage. It's the Grifty McGriftenstein. Who would win in a fight, Joe Rogan or Alex Jones? Considering that Joe Rogan was an actual fighter, my money's on him. But then again, you never know. You give Alex Jones enough cocaine, I mean, he might be able to do it.
Yeah. I think Alex Jones would put chemicals in Joe Rogan's drink, and it would turn him
yeah,
another word for happy.
It might make his wrist limp. Yeah, that's true. That could happen. I can see it. Don't drink the Gatorade, Joe. You'll regret it. You'll have to invest in Astro. Never mind.
It turns the frog straight.
On the straight and narrow, Letty. You know, it's kind of funny to think that Joe Rogan was in like sitcoms and shit. There's a clip I saw on the YouTubles once of Joe Rogan in this random sitcom that nobody remembers, where he's actually doing a radio show like 30 years before, you know, like podcast became a thing.
I remember he was doing Fear Factor for a while.
Yeah, I never saw that show though. I think if they were gonna do like, go on.
There was a show on back when G4 TV was actually a fucking good channel, and it was called fuck, my Japanese is eluding me.
Oh, Takeshi's Castle.
No, okay, no, that is good. Don't get me wrong. I love Takeshi's Castle, but it's essentially Ninja Warrior.
Oh, okay.
And oh my god, the same guy that did Takeshi's Castle is the same guy that did the commentary for it. And he is one of the greatest commentators I ever heard in my life.
I'll have to look that up at some point. Oh yeah,
I'm sorry, the American Ninja Warrior, they can have cool obstacles, but their commentators don't hold a candle to the Japanese guy.
Yeah, because they try to be serious and official. They try to be
Dude,
like
that Japanese guy could make a shoe tying contest sound epic.
I can see that. Okay, so like Agnostic mentioning a fire axe reminds me of something. So like next month I'm going to be doing a video on this thing called a lit RPG. It's a new genre of fiction where like in the book the character like levels up like a video game. Usually they're pretty bad, but the one I'm going to review is actually legitimately good. But see, this is something you'll like, Triple X. There's a book, I forget what it's called, that I thought was going to be great, but turned out to be, well, smut. But I didn't know, I swear. I swear I didn't know. So here's the premise. What you've got is a New York fireman. He gets teleported to a magical realm and given a magical fire axe to fight dragons. You still with me so far? That sounds great, right?
So far, so good.
What do you think happens when he defeats the dragons?
Please don't tell me that he becomes a dragon himself, or he becomes some type of like despot.
No, they turn into waifus, and he basically gets each dragon he defeats. He basically it turns into a hot chick, and he ends up amassing a harem by the end of the book.
Well, that's definitely not where I was expecting that to go.
I know, it's the weirdest thing. It's like, I read it like he kills a dragon. It's a pretty cool fight, and it's like it turns into like this platinum blonde, big-titted babe, and like, what have I stumbled
Did you say
upon?
it was like a manga or something?
No, it's an actual book written by an American.
Wow.
It's like, that was
Just
a
wow.
stealth smut.
To answer Agnostic's question, I actually did not clean it or sharpen it. I mounted it on the wall so that I can always remember the day we put an end to this fucking Teletubbies. Barney's next.
No, not the Barney. He's an endangered species.
Can't stand Barney.
Yeah, he's always getting... God damn it! He's always getting drunk
That-
all the time.
I actually just thought of his the song he would sing at the end of every episode, and it's already now stuck in my head.
Yeah, that's not fun. That's a brain bleach sort of thing. Give me all the brain bleach. Now, there was a Starship Troopers animated series, which was actually pretty good. The Roughneck Chronicles, where they actually kind of got like mech suits. It was like 15 FPS because it was, well, the 90s, and 3D was like just starting out, but it was pretty good. If you want like a non-book Starship Troopers that's actually close to the book, then that's the one.
So, real quick, just so I don't have to type this all out in chat, there is a open source AI. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but there is no NSFW filter, and you can deepfake so just saying.
Oh my. Uh-oh. 1 second, I'll be right back.
So
Okay.
I'll
back.
take over while he's away. Anyway, so General's doing something. I don't know what he's doing.
No, I'm back. I have returned to life.
Oh no. What happened?
Oh, nothing bad. So, yeah, well, what were you talking about before I left? Hopefully not about dragon waifus.
Open source AI deepfakes.
Oh my, that's all the dragon waifus. I need to get my...
Just because I like to enhance video game characters.
I mean, that is pretty funny. We could enhance deets. We got deets. But as you can see, this game's already better than 2005. Just kids like, look at, we're actually doing stuff instead of just shooting endless waves of bugs. And the bugs are actually a threat. Okay, I think we finally beat him off. No, we still didn't beat him off. So like the friendly AI is really, really dumb. And they love to run in front of your shots, and yes, you can kill them. It doesn't actually penalize you for doing it, but it's still kind of stupid that they run in front of your shots. It's like, come on, people, stop being so dumb. Oh yeah, we can get the shotty gun. No, I want the shotgun, not the sniper rifle. I mean, oh crap. Oh crap. Eat my resupply drop.
You know,
yes,
I was going to mention how, like, this kind of gives me, like, care package vibes.
Yeah, this is out of, Helldivers 2. That's kind of what you do in Helldivers to, like, get, ammo resupplies. It'll drop just like that.
A lot of troopers who won't be going home.
You okay, Sammy?
Oh, yeah. Just point me at the next target.
Demonic Teletubbies. I must have missed something.
Agnostic made a short for me, and I threw it up on my YouTube shorts.
Oh, okay.
It's me and Agnostic going ham, killing Teletubbies.
Okay. Now, that's random, but I guess it works.
It does. The only thing, if I were to do it, I would have set it to Doom music, and I would have had us clinking our beer bottles together at the end.
That'd be pretty neat. Yeah, AI
I mean, the music that's in it works, but Doom music, you know, it's Doom music.
Yeah. Throw grenades. Damn it. Get in the bug. Like, so the arachnids in the Starship Troopers book, it was basically just, you know, like a allegory for the Soviet Union. Here it's just bugs. It's like no wonder the crazy people like the bugs. Ooh, that reminds me. I actually sat through a crazy person talking about the climate change nonsense. It's like, oh, we got to get rid of farming. We got to get rid of commercialism. We got to get rid of basically everything and just live like medieval peasants. It's like, no wonder they want the bugs to come and attack. That's got to be a real sad existence.
It's really interesting that you say that, too, because I watched that Al Gore movie back in the day, and to be completely generous to him, he didn't come off as alarmist, and he didn't come off as like, you know, like, oh my god, the end is nigh, you know? And at least when he did it, he would like offer up like shit that would make sense.
Yeah.
But you know, like, we cannot get off fossil fuels in less than 10 years. Like, you will kill so many people.
Exactly, and it's not like people are just gonna like let themselves starve. And there's no army of ideologically indoctrinated psychopaths they can call upon either. They think they have that, but they really don't. Because can you? I always like to remind everyone: can you imagine a latte swilling, soy drinking asshole charging a machine gun nest, shouting for climate? And hello, John Doe.
John Doe, get in.
Like, they're not gonna do it. They're real good at like attacking old women and children, but actually fighting, you know, biological men. Not exactly something they're good at.
No.
So, I don't know, man. These people are just listen to them talk. It's like, man, these people are psychos. It's like, what is the deal with like all the, you know, bug lovers here? All sounding like really smug, self-righteous, and just completely assy. Like, you wouldn't buy a used car from these people. Much less give up everything you have just because they said to. But yeah, like the whole
I'm not buying any used cars anytime soon.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad I got my nice, inexpensive Nissan Versa. I like how we finally get to use the nuke launcher. Davy Crockett, motherfuckers!
Yeah, one of America's biggest blunders.
Hey, you know what? Look, the Davy Crockett is a recoilless rifle that shoots a nuclear warhead. It's like, what's a little radiation amongst friends? Am I right?
Yeah,
like,
of course. Who doesn't love a little Half-Life? Do you want Half-Life? Because that's how you get Half-Life.
Half-Life, full of consequences. But you know, it's like if you had like some sort of mech suit that could like, you know, block the radiation, that'd be pretty awesome. And yeah, the Wokies do like the chaos from 40K. The thing is, in a way, all the things they advocate for is basically chaos, you know? They want to get rid of, like, fossil fuels, and they'd all die. They want to bring in, like, crazy people, and they do die. It's just like, yeah. You can't fix stupid. That's the main thing. You just can't fix the stupids. And we got the mech suit! This is in no way like the mech suit in the book. The mech suit in the book was much more mobile than this. This is more like your typical exosuit, whereas the book it was described as being kind of like a mechanical gorilla.
Oh Christ! It's literally the thing from fucking The Matrix.
Yeah, it's kind of like the amp suit, yeah. It also has a little 40K DNA because it's got the chain fist.
I'm sorry to people who like The Matrix, but that scene of like all the mechs fighting in The Matrix was just cringe.
I kind of liked it, but I haven't seen Matrix 2 or 3 since like 2009, so I don't know how good or how bad it is. Some ice cream. It's up in the 70s. Nice. Yeah, today I got up into the 80s. Come on, cut him up! In the name of the Emperor! So this whole bug tunnel thing is also kind of inspired from the book. I want to be able to use like the mech suit from the book though, because it sounds really cool. It's kind of like some of the Tower Crisis suits. I want a mech. Well, returning walking in North Vietnam with the Davy Crockett. Oh crap!
Did you say Gravy Crockett?
Yep, gravy.
Gravy, no. Gravy Crockett.
He's the greatest guy. Wait, no, that's the wrong song. I was gonna mention something, but I forgot what it was. Man. Oh yeah, been me watching some X-Files episodes. That is a show that can't be done today. It couldn't be done post 9/11 anyway. But the fact that they actually had a lot of good comedy episodes, though, such as the one where they try to make an X-Files movie, like an in-universe movie, and Scully's played by Téa Leoni, who I think was married to David Duchovny at the time. It was actually pretty. There's a scene where basically the guy that wants to play Mulder in the movie is like asking the Mulder like how he wears his clothes to the left or right. I don't really know what that's supposed to mean. I assume it's a dick joke. I'm assuming that's what that is. But in the background as they're talking, it shows Téa Leoni and Gillian Anderson running in heels, and like it's just a little background thing. It's like, that's funny. It's not just like rubbing your face in it.
You know what breaks my heart about David Duchovny?
No.
He has a terminal case of TDS.
No. Oh. Oh well. Okay, before we talk about that, this looks pretty badass. Look at it. Look at this. Look at these graphics. That looks really good. Like, they did a pretty good job with this game. I gotta say, it's still kind of just a meh game. Or an game. I don't know. Kind of game. But you can't say they didn't put a lot of effort into it. This is their bolt gun money right here. But David Duchovny has the TDS. That's just wrong.
Yep.
I assume Gillian Anderson's just as bad.
Was he wasn't he was he the one that was like the believer in the X-Files, or was he the straight man?
Yeah. Obviously, Fox Mulder was the one that wanted to believe. How do you not know that? I need your nerd card today. On my desk right now, nerd card. You're on notice.
I've watched the X-Files back in the day, but like I haven't seen it in Christ 30 plus years.
That's a likely story. You're going to.
There's one episode. I might have already told this on stream. I don't remember. But there's one episode that stands out as one of the best episodes I've ever saw. I don't know if you remember it, but it's the one where they're investigating a ghost ship and it causes them to age rapidly.
You actually saw that earlier today, believe it or not. That's what I'm talking about. Like, that is some imaginative storytelling that you could never see today. Ever.
Nope. Ever. But yeah, that episode stuck with me. Even now, like, I can still remember that episode.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Like, it's one of those things. There's also a Cops crossover episode as well, where they shoot a whole episode of X-Files like Cops.
Oh, okay, I see. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. Oh crap, no! I'm like really hurt. Give me the health, give me the health! Also, what does this remind you of? Get to the dropship.
Get to the dropship!
For Super Earth. Well, I know that, you know, Chuck, of course, did not have the TDS. What does this remind everyone of? Jumping to the dropship. Sounds an awful lot like Helldivers.
What do you mean?
It's up to us to honor his memory.
Oh, yeah, Chuck Norris. I hadn't thought about Chuck Norris.
We're gonna kill
actually, no, let me back up. in the year 2012, when Expendables 2 came out, I hadn't thought about Chuck Norris in years at that point. I hadn't really thought about, you know, Walker, Texas Ranger, or any of his movies. When Chuck showed up in Expendables 2, you know, it's like our heroes are like, you know, back to the wall. They're getting shot up by all the mercenaries. And then here comes Chuck. He shoots all the bad guys, blows up a tank. You know, it was awesome. And then they make the Chuck Norris joke.
Like, who did that?
Get a head start. Don't let my sacrifice be in vain.
Oh yeah,
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to trample on your story.
No, it's no big deal. But I'll mention this in the game here.
War simulation ever.
You see where they're using this dead guy to talk? That sounds really bad, right? Do you know who's done that in the real world?
That's what I call a good citizen.
Because this has been done in the real world. Anti-gun politicians did that. They basically took some recording of some kids that got shot and sent it to like different lawmakers to try to get guns banned. This really did happen.
I remember that.
Yeah, so I always find it interesting that like the wokies will satirize certain things that they themselves do. They did it.
Live on in the advancements we learned from that.
Yeah, I remember even like Democrats were like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
It is very, very disturbing. The whole AI resurrection thing is a disturbing concept. I mean, sometimes it's kind of funny, like, you know, having like Tupac rapping the Mini Min song with like Orange Man and such, you know. But then like there's a new Etsy service where you can have like this is like something out of Black Mirror too, where you can have like a dead loved one like talk to you via AI, and that is just, I don't know that should exist. You know, I think that's going too far.
Make sure your legacy is enshrined the right way by investing in a cemetery plot today. Or, better yet, sign up to have your ashes packed into munitions.
This is like, AI is a great tool, but it's shit people are going to use it shittily.
Payment installment plans also available.
Would you like to know more?
Would you like to know more? Yes. A young Elijah Wood in an anti-drunk driving.
Hope you like the smell of salt water and barbecued bug carcass.
I remember Elijah Wood was in oh no, it wasn't Elijah Wood. Who was the kid from Who was the kid from Lord of the Rings?
That was Elijah Wood. He played
was that
Frodo.
Elijah Wood?
Actually, Frodo wasn't a kid. He was 50 years old because hobbits age differently than humans.
I remember he was in the movie The Faculty as a really early role for him.
Oh, I love that movie. That's got a lot of people in it. It's got, you know.
Yeah, it does.
It's got the T-1000. You know, it's got a pre-fame. The other guy who did the Daily Show, I can't remember his name now. Jon Stewart. It's got a pre-fame Jon Stewart as like a professor. It's got that girl whose name I can never remember, who was in a lot of movies where she basically plays like the butch kind of lesbian character. They had her in it.
So you remember the alien that took on the form of the hot chick?
Yeah.
Would you?
Yes.
Facts.
You know, when they ask why slay the Xeno, it's like, well, when I say slay, I really mean a different. I'm using a different definition of slay. You know, I don't mean like murder. Yeah. I mean like lay. Never mind. I'm gonna use my chainsword. Never mind. We can't say that on. This is a family-friendly YouTube channel where we talk about cutting off the heads of foul Xenos, not using your head on a foul Xeno. Never mind.
That's right. Giving the wood like a good lad should.
What are you doing here, Deeds?
Like we must not profane our bodies with a Xeno. Oh yeah. Oh, I know who that MILF is. It's Famika something or other. She also played Jean Grey as well in the god-awful X-Men movies.
You know, I'm gonna quote you from yesterday, okay? The gooning never stops.
It shouldn't. Unless you have like a problem with the T, which neither one of us do. It doesn't matter if you're old or not.
Speaking of, the fucking tea has been, like, ridiculous this last month. I don't know what the hell has gotten into me.
No, it's good. I mean, one should always have some virility, you know? Just because you're old doesn't mean you're not... Just because you're old doesn't mean you're useless or anything. Let me put it this way. My grandfather...
I've never been called old before. I don't know how I feel about that.
Well, the thing is, I think you might, to a certain extent, think that you've gotten old because you're 40, you know? But that doesn't matter, because, like, Gramps was getting on the roof at age 81 to cut tree limbs.
What are you doing here?
Everybody just kind of gives up too early on aging, you know? You're only as old as you act and only as old as you feel. So...
Oh, Christ, John Doe makes a good point.
Isn't slaying a Xeno a form of bestiality? Yes. The best kind. I mean, you can't...
You know what? At least Xenos are principled, unlike Vosh in his horses.
This may be true.
Is at least the alien can fight back.
This is true.
So therefore, vindicated.
I actually would have the PhD in MILFonomics because I actually did date a MILF for about 3 years. So I know the ways of the MILF. Or is that a cougar? I don't ever keep up with these things. I assume they mean the same thing, but whatever. Although ironically, the MILFy girl liked TikTok too much and it kind of annoyed me after a while. Like, enough of your Gen Z bullshit. You're not even Gen Z. You're older than me.
Nice. You crushed it, but the beach is still crawling with bugs. Take whatever you find and get out there.
Give me my health. Okay, we don't want the sniper rifle. Now I guess we're gonna have to take it. Nah, we're not. Let me keep using the pulse rifle. Okay, we can take both pulse rifles.
Dual wielding, huh?
No, you can't dual wield in this game, unfortunately. Okay, which one's closer? That's 500 Ms. I don't know what an M is. Is that like some kind of weird European thing? Wait, it's 500 MILFs away. That's pretty far. Okay, people, why do you run directly at the bugs? They don't have a ranged attack, you idiots. Going back to William C. Dietz, he did his own like science fiction series, which I've read like 1 or 2 books in. The only thing in it that I remember is like some foul Xenos kidnapped like the leader of like the human faction, right? And to torture him, they basically light up the pleasure centers of his brain. And that always kind of stuck with me as like the creepiest way to torture somebody.
You know, I'm sorry to like, I have to tell you about this funny ass thought that just popped in my head.
Uh-oh.
And it's gonna be a little off topic, so please bear with me. But why, oh why, did I just suddenly think about like that alien chick from the faculty being killed by like an explosion? And it cuts to like you and me in the background yelling, "You maniacs! You blew it up!"
Okay, that would be pretty hilarious. Somebody get on that. Somebody get on that, do an AI version of that.
Agnostic challenge.
And Sugar J Ray, this is a pretty alright game. I don't know if I would pay full price for this. You might consider just waiting till it goes on a Steam sale, because it's good, but it's not great. It's definitely better than Bolt Gun, but it's not like, oh my god, it's the greatest game of the year all year. It's not that good. It's better than the 2005 game, but it's not like, it's just not really doing it for me. I'm having fun playing it, but that's about all I'm having. It's not like I'm like swooning over the game.
You know, when this posts and I watch it back and we get to that part, I'm gonna laugh my ass off because it's gonna happen when like somebody's going to be in the background hearing it.
They're not gonna have any idea. I mean,
Yeah.
all the sweet health. Come on, come on, come on. Give me my plasma rifle.
Tanker! You've got a tanker in the base!
Yes! Killing these things.
Jack Black as Kirby live action would be funny and disturbing. Bip. Oh yeah, Sisu is the Major League Finnish word for like determination. It's also a character in a bunch of like really fun action exploitation movies, where there's this Finnish guy who finds some gold, and like the Germans want to take it from him, and so he basically has to wage a one-man war against the German army. I love how tiny. Really, why would you run right in front of my? Okay, I really need something better than just a crap rifle. Quick, I need to call in an Eagle Strike. Or a 500-pound bomb.
At least they got the aliens right.
Game hunting, Sammy.
Yeah, they got them all right from the movie.
It's a little beat up.
They'll make it work.
I think the main thing I don't like about this game is I just don't like the Dietz character, because she's, once again, in any sort of modern game, they have to make the female characters entirely insufferable. And it wasn't always that way.
She's also a self-insert.
Yes. And so I guess it just really rubs me the wrong way. It, shall we say, taints it.
Good to see you, trooper.
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely like a male power fantasy, but like, why is she the bestest of the best?
I mean, here's the thing. You know, you take like, people complain about like a male power fantasy, but I would say, consider if you will, a character like Lydia Dietz. Now, I would play that character all day long.
Thanks for the heads
Ironically,
Goth.
when you keep saying Dietz, I was gonna point that out.
See, that's the thing. I didn't watch Beetlejuice that much as a kid, so like, when I think of Dietz, I'm thinking of the writer.
Do you think you would like her more in this game if when Casper Van Dien's talking to her, I'm sorry, Johnny Rico's talking to her, if she was like maimed and fucked up like the other soldiers in the movie? Like showing that she actually sustained injuries and she's not sitting there looking like a porn star?
You know, she doesn't have to look fucked up, but she needed to show proper respect to him, and she doesn't. And I didn't like that. I don't like that.
I think if she had like a mechanical arm because she lost hers in combat, that might soften her a little bit.
Maybe, but it's just her attitude. This superior attitude I don't like, you know?
Yeah, I get it.
I mean, you could consider like Master Chief. Master Chief is very humble. You know, he's not like acting like he's better than everybody. And so you can respect him. Or like a character who talks a lot more, like Marcus Phoenix from Gears of War. Like, Marcus Phoenix does not act like he's superior to anybody, you know? And so it comes off as genuine. Whereas evil Lydia Dietz here just comes off as a bitch. And I'm like, ugh, it rubs me the wrong way. Oh, this is a Russian shotgun, eh? Oh yeah, I kind of recognize that. Was it Demolition Ranch? One of those guys did a review of that big-ass Russian 4-gauge pump gun. I kind of want one if I had, like, endless monies. Oh, you bastard. I just don't know why these people can't write a female character to save their lives, because they used to do it! They used to could! They used to could do it, son, but they can't do it anymore. No, Duke Nukem wasn't a douche. He was only a douche in the Duke Nukem Forever. Duke Nukem originally was basically a harder-edged version of Johnny Bravo. And then they turned him into Douche Nukem. Kentucky Ballistic. Okay.
First question. You see the monorail up ahead?
Monorail? That name again?
Next question. Can you prime the rail? Command wants to move some troopers.
Can you prime the rail? The monorail?
Leave it to me.
That is a 33-year-old joke that no one's gonna get but me.
Don't get
Oh
it.
yeah, I didn't know that Phil Hartman got killed by his wife. I thought he died of a drug overdose.
Rail primed. Are we ready?
Just need time for it to warm up. Looks like you've got some bugs coming over to keep you company. Station's defenses are online.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Okay, I really can't stand this Deet's character. Like I'm telling you, like that's the one thing that ruins it for me. It's just like she acts like a bitch. I can't stand it. Pep. Is there a chance the track could end? Not a chance, my Hindu friends. Monorail! Monorail! I didn't realize there was that much singing in like The Simpsons, because it wasn't just something they really drew a lot of attention to. They just did it. Can you believe that show is still going on after all these years?
When they were doing those fucking Trump parodies with the squad, I was so furious.
Oh yeah, they didn't get reelected, I don't think. I think they got primaried.
I mean, you know, the old Simpsons were so fucking clever with how they handled politics.
Yeah, they made fun of both.
But now, all of the older animators and story writers retired and the fucking new generation's taken over. Everything has to be cynical, quippy, just awful millennial writing.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing, though. It's not so much that they retired or were forced out. A lot of them are dead because it's been going on so long.
Yeah?
Like, Mrs. Krabappel, she's dead. Oh, crap. Get out of the way, you idiots!
Remember that episode where, like, Lisa's telling Homer about a nightmare about the boogeymen, and then Homer gets paranoid about boogeymen?
Yep. He's got, like, the shotgun.
And he's like, yeah, he barricades the house, and he's, like, got his shotgun out.
There might be a boogeyman or boogeyman in the house!
That Bart scream is so iconic, too.
Yep, like, that is a classic meme.
I love when Marge comes home and Homer, like, slams his shotgun down and you just hear it go off in the background.
Yep. Must have been a Turkish shotgun.
It's a Sig Sauer! No!
So, if you had to be parachuted into Raccoon City and all you could have is one gun, it either had to be a Sig Sauer or it had to be a Turkish shotgun. Which would you choose?
I'm taking the SIG just because if I'm parachuting in, I want to be able to fucking survive the landing.
Okay, there you go.
And the second you pull that fucking ripcord, that shotgun's gonna fly right out of your hand.
That probably,
Or worse, it's gonna rocket straight up into your parachute and tangle it up.
that would not be good. That would be bad. I need to go skydive at some point. I think it'd be fun. Because Gramps did it and my mother did it, but I've never gone and done it yet. I did an indoor skydiving thing once and it was a lot of fun. Got this big ass fan. Andy Dick was responsible for... Oh, he's the one who gave out the nose candy. Okay. John Lovitz kicked Andy's dick ass twice. I like John Lovitz. He's pretty funny.
Let him down for good.
And when they get back on the streets with all their criminal buddies. I mean, and Sideshow Bob isn't wrong. Even if they misfire.
See, Agnostic gets it.
Yeah. And 6 hour used
Yeah, as
to
long
be
as
good.
like you don't drop the SIG, you're fine.
It's like the soap. Just don't drop it. You'll be perfectly okay. Okay, let's get some ammunitions here.
Gotta reload.
I think when I finally get no, I want to keep the bombing run. I think when I finally get around to reviewing this in like a month or two, I think I'm just gonna say, like, the game is good, but the Lydia Deeds character is really off-putting. And she just acts like a bitch for no good reason.
Let me guess. You need me to keep the LZ clear?
Can you technically kill a bug with a ammo drop?
I don't think I can.
Yes.
I know I can.
And you can also squish your friendly AI if they are standing underneath the thing, too.
Which probably does happen more often than not.
Yes, because the friendly AI is really stupid. I've already noticed some like videos talking about that. If Will Smith dropped the soap, he'd be a fresh
fucking
princess.
John Doe. God damn it, that's a good one.
Da 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 da. Keep my soap out your fucking. No, we can't say that. It's the zucchini alien. Let's see, do I still have my plasma rifle? Yes, I do.
You know, you remember last week when you were doing Resi 3?
Yeah.
And Silver Wings made that joke about the dark room being the prison.
Yeah.
I can't stop fucking laughing about that, and I'm still furious that I didn't think of that joke before.
I mean, it is pretty good. You know, that also
That
reminds
is a 10 out of a 10 damn good joke.
Yes. Yes, indeed. You know, that reminds me, you know, like that Jill Valentine in that game is a female character done well. She shows proper respect. She doesn't, like, denigrate people. And is, you know, a pretty positive character. Whereas Evil Deets here is not. It's insufferable.
Yeah. They
that's
wrote Jill perfectly, where she's strong and independent, but she's not a girl boss.
Yeah, see, like, you could be a girl and a boss, but a girl boss, not so great.
No. I mean, when they write Mary Sue's, they're just, and even Gary Stu's, like, you can't get behind that.
Yeah. Like, the worst Gary Stu I've ever seen is a guy literally named Chad from the god-awful book Monster Hunter Memoirs, where, like, he's literally on a mission from God. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. Like, literally St. Peter gives him a mission to fight monsters. And I'm like, what the fuck am I reading? And then he invents the 45 ACP Uzi somehow.
John, I don't want to repeat the joke just because it was spicy and it's going to be out of context for this video. But if he wants to whack it in the chat, what he said, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, we won't have to edit that out.
Just don't be whacking in the chat.
And basically, Chad thinks he's a blues brother. And what's funny is when Larry... Okay, so Monster Hunter International is a book series written by Larry Correia. He got a guest writer named John Ringo. John Ringo is a fairly famous sci-fi writer.
I thought he was a Beatle.
You'd think, but no. John Ringo's weird. Like, he got very popular writing, I guess what you could call based fiction. And it's mostly based, but it's also bad. Like, his one good book is called Into the Looking Glass, where, like, aliens invade through, like, portals and shit. That's good. He doesn't have any weird sex shit in it. But then later on, he, like, starts including, like, well, characters getting together with, like, 16-year-olds, and it's like, why? So, yeah.
Didn't Johnny Depp play a Wild West Sheriff Lizard called Ringo?
Yes, he did. He was like a gecko, I think. And he wasn't just selling insurance this time.
Ooh.
But yeah, John Ringo wrote a Monster Hunter book, and one of the characters, and the main character was this guy named Chad. He was really annoying. Because, like, he could do no wrong. He even had a magical, like, katana sword, yes, really, that he used to, like, cut off vampires' heads in one swipe. And the katana sword had a name like the Muramasa or some shit. It's like, really? What am I reading here? It was very painful. I did not like it. I did not. Oh, crap. I didn't know what that... Oh, crap. I thought that was white phosphorus ammo. Well, that was...
Really, Pete.
The Monorail Simpsons episode was done by Conan O'Brien. Huh. I did not know that. That's a classic. Come on, give me ammo, give me ammo, give me ammo. Give me everything. It's like the real world. Please give me ammo. Like, I would like bullets for free.
Get your bullets for nothing and your chicks for free.
Orange Whip. Is that AVGN?
Oh, it's 540.
Bip. The SIG 540. That actually is a real gun. A very expensive 5.56 rifle that no one but gun nerds know exists and care about. Oh crap, I'm really hurt. I'm hurt because I can't buy one.
Remember Steven Crowder gifted Tim Pool one of those.
Huh. Yeah, it's one of those rich people guns. Yeah, fuck those people, man. I can make a joke but won't.
Why? Tell me something. Why do people hate on the forward assist?
It's one of those things people say it doesn't actually do anything, and that it's just sort of like an appendix for like the AR-15.
But my question is like, let's say it's totally redundant and it does nothing. What it's intended for, wouldn't you rather have that option than not have it should that option ever arise?
You would think. It's kind of like the cult of the AR-15 now, where it can do no wrong, and so like if you need a forward assist, you're like doing the AR wrong. Whereas you'll see gun tubers talk about like complain about guns that don't have it, you know.
It's like it's literally like people would be like, "Oh, what? Your fucking pistol has a 4-pound pull? You need a 5-pound pull trigger because you're dumb."
Yeah, and that's a good one, Silver Wings.
I've heard that argument. I've honest to God heard that argument.
Yeah, you know, all the FUDs are kind of like aging out and dying, but they're being replaced by, yeah.
I also hear people that still make the argument that single action is the greatest.
This is the side of Zegama that civilians
Well,
don't
single
get.
action is good if you want to go for pure accuracy, because it has that lighter trigger pull, but it's not the end-all be-all.
No.
If we can win it back,
I like to go off half-cocked, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, all right. Now you're seeing this kind of blind, because I'd already beaten these 2 levels last week. I just haven't had time to. I haven't had any time to play anymore.
So this is all new.
Yeah, I had to record some footage. I had to write some scripts. You know.
I love the generic, like, idle animations of the soldiers in the briefing.
Yeah, I mean, they had to pick and choose what money they spent, I guess. Orange Whips
If
is a
this
Blue
was-
Brothers drink, huh?
I think something's off.
If this was done like Terminator 2D, I think I would like it a lot more.
I can see that. I mean, for me, I'd like this game a lot more if we didn't have, you know, the bastard sister of Lydia Dietz. That's just what does it to me, because I can't stand these kind of, like, asshole characters.
Would you be interested in if they offered a 16-bit game, but was actually like instead of 2D, it was like a 3D type style?
I mean, that could work. I'd have to. It's not. There's no guarantee that it would be good, but I guess I could play it. I mean, they kind of tried that back in the 16-bit era, and it kind of worked.
I think of like games like Wolfenstein, where like you have like the parallax screen like backgrounds, and you have rotating sprites, 2D sprites, to give like the illusion of 3D.
I would not mind seeing that. I guess my thing is, I would just like. Oh, that reminds me. There actually is a side scroller I'd love to stream. I forgot what it's called, but it's fully 3D. like the backgrounds are fully 3D. You play as a 3D model. It came out for the PS2. I just don't remember what it's called at the moment. I think it might be called Blowout, something like that.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I actually have it.
Oh.
I know what my next game pick is.
No.
Speaking of PS2 and David Duchovny, I think we're gonna have you play some 13.
I already streamed that a while back, but I can stream it.
Oh,
again.
you motherfucker!
Yeah, I streamed that back in 2020. Man,
oh, dude, it's been 6 years.
Yeah. It's like, can you imagine?
Okay. You can stream it again.
I might just pick up where I can't pick up where I left off because I was using a different version of the emulator.
I have the HD remaster of the game.
Yeah. I'm just gonna use the PS2 version though, because that's the easiest to record.
Yeah, I was literally gonna say, like, it's nice to play the game again, but the remaster messes up so much shit.
That's sad.
Like, it's perfect. It's perfectly playable, but it's just little things that just don't work right.
Yeah, they make it too serious.
Well, for whatever reason, like, the enemies have like obnoxiously long sight lines, so you will fail a forced stealth level because you're spotted by someone who's not even on screen.
Oh, that's bullshit.
And then there's other cases where, like, the enemies are so stupid, like, they won't turn around even though you're, like, right behind them. And I was like, this game was so much better on the PS2. How did you fuck this up?
Ooh, you know what I can do? I'm gonna see if I can get the Xbox original to work, so it won't be just me doing the PS2 version again. That's how I played it originally anyway, was on the Xbox. 20 years ago. Of course, the memory I have of playing that, I went on a band field trip that year. And all I can say is, I find teenagers annoying. Oh my god, I find teenagers so annoying.
The character agnostic.
The game of the character. I never played
He reminds me of Jimmy Neutron for some reason.
Jimmy Neutron, if he didn't stop being an overly annoying nerd. Oh, you know, somebody actually used as an insult on me once. They compared me to Sheldon Cooper. That was the worst insult anyone ever used. It's like, really, you can compare me to that sick freak?
I've been looking for you guys.
I thought he was like beloved.
I mean, you know, you do know what Sheldon Cooper looks and acts like, right? I'm like, would you want to be compared to that thing?
From Big Bang, right?
Yes. You know, the Tism, I mean, yeah, the Tism kid. Tism guy, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to be compared to that.
Well, you said, like, sick freak as if, like, there was, like, some type of, like, dark thing in his life that just came out.
No, but I'm sure he's a sick freak. He acts like a serial killer, so I'm sure he's got, like a woman skin suit in his basement.
I never watched a full episode of that show, but I do remember
Fury
an episode
2.
where he has Leonard Nimoy's DNA and he's trying to clone him.
Like I said, sick freak. Uh-oh, we got a new bug type. We got a big boy. We got a big boy.
Oh no. It's Rogan! Run!
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Deets. She looks like a hotter version of that Frost character. No! God damn it! The game heard me.
Yeah. Frost Furin.
Why anyone thought that person was a good idea?
Let's get out there. None of us
Well, she was DEI.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, don't watch it. Peace.
And no one did.
Shut the fuck up. Yep.
And then.
Well, the whole time she was doing that, I'm just watching the completionist's face, Jared, just sitting there like, I'm gonna lose my fucking job.
Yeah, I'm glad he finally got vindicated at some point. 'Cause I remember there were some videos talking about how like he really didn't do like the whole like charity fraud thing.
Yeah.
I don't really care about what is his name?
His real name?
Yeah, what was his real name? I can't remember. It's like
Jared something.
Okay, it's like I remember all those you know, like YouTube like grifters were like, he's going to jail for the rest of his life, and it's like, oh my god.
Yeah, and then you like learn that like the fraud was like, oh my god, he took 10% of the proceeds.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, he took 10 cents to the dollar. Oh my god, what a fucking monster.
Monster energy drink. But Off-Road Fury 2, you know, I could play those games at some point, but I think those games are better played co-op. We'll have to figure something out about that at some point. That's the thing. I don't mind not having that many subs because I refuse to do slop content.
Oh. I just saw a comment in the chat. Do you have your phone with you?
Yeah, it's right here.
Alright, I'm about to text you something right quick.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Shut up. Don't you dare. You love it, and you know you love it.
I have to edit it out, right? Don't make me do stuff. The girl who voices Ashley was in Jimmy Neutron. You know, I'm gonna say something. I like Ashley in Resident Evil 4. I think she's kind of cool. And you know what? Yes, I can agree with that, Triple X. I can agree with that. And I don't have to edit that out either.
Thank you.
I like Ashley
How
Graham,
appropriately timed was that?
I mean, hey, it's pretty nice. But even regular titty Ashley Graham, I'm a big fan of because she's not entirely useless. Like, she drives that big front-end loader.
Excuse me. Actually, it is ballistics.
Well, whatever. Oh, I know what you mean. And she's also apparently a bit of a pog too, since she can survive heights by falling right on her butt.
That is true.
The whole package.
In the remake, they omit the landing on her butt scene, but they keep the bulldozer thing in, except it's switched for a wrecking ball.
Yeah. But
so she still gets her heavy machinery moment. It's just an arena fight now instead of like a on rails driving segment.
Okay, that's not too bad then. One of the things I also quite liked about her though is like when you're on that cable car.
Oh, I know exactly what you're gonna say. I know exactly what you're gonna say.
Yeah, every time you shoot a zombie, oh not a zombie, shoot a Ganado, like she does a little woohoo motion. I'm like, yes,
yep,
I will marry her.
That little fist pump she does every time is just one of the, it's like the icing on the cake for me.
I will marry
I knew
Ashley
that's what
Graham.
you were gonna say.
That's
Are you
my
gonna do
type.
overtime with her?
Yes. See, that's my type of girl. Big ass and an ability to fight.
I like in the remake where they give her a bit more agency, but they don't make her like, she is still the damsel, but she's not like it's really hard to explain. Like, she never comes across as like hunty.
They give her more
like,
to
she
do.
doesn't run away and get trapped, you know?
Yeah. They give her more to do, but she's not a girl boss. But most of the time, mostly though, like She isn't made out to be that useless, though. Yeah, clear.
I can actually honestly hand on heart say that the Resident Evil 4 remake is probably the most loving recreation of an IP I've ever seen. Where they knew if they fucked it up, people would riot.
But why do we need a remake of a game that's barely 20 years old, though?
I said the same thing, that remaking 4 was kind of stupid. Because now they're talking about remaking 5. And... But to be honest with you, when you play the remake, it's let's just say that it to me is everything I wish the original Resident Evil 4 was.
Huh. I see you, John Doe.
No quick time events. You can watch cutscenes and not have to worry about dying.
I can get that. Now, if you're on the PC like me, you can get a mod that disables the QTEs.
See, not all of us are cool like you.
PC does what console don't. I'm far too refined for these console peasantries.
You know, you can still watch the prawns on console.
What, there's like a Ron Hub app?
You know what? Okay, you might find this interesting and funny and sad all at the same time. But when a new piece of tech comes to market, like the 3DS, the PSP, the Vita, do you know who one of the biggest backers is?
Oh yeah, the Rona, not the Rona. You know what I mean?
The Ron?
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean,
they know that their audience will attempt to use it to look at the prawns, and they want to guarantee that they'll be able to view the prawn on that particular device.
Oh my god, does that mean OnlyFans on PS5? OnlyFans, only on PS5. There's really an app for that on there? What?
No, there is not an app for that on there. But
okay,
you can pull up the web browser and look up like Xtube or RedTube. I love how your friendly soldier just ran in front of the turret and minced himself.
I know, what an idiot. Oh, do I have to like go down there? Okay, give me all the ammo. I'm like, no, don't give me my sniper rifle back, you bastards. Give me one of those games where we got to do it exactly like that. Alfred cross-dressing freak.
You
can't
know,
say.
I hate. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, they can't say that anymore. Oh crap! What an idiot!
I hate, like, to be the old man yelling at clouds. But, and I know you're gonna know what I'm talking about, but like, I'm furious now that this young generation has smartphones and smart tablets with 5G speeds. Because like we didn't have thumbnails back then, so like if we wanted to look at something like of the naughty variety, we had to click the hyperlink, which would load a picture one line at a time, and it could take up to like 2 minutes to fully render one picture. And if it wasn't a good picture, you just wasted 2 minutes of your life.
Or it wasn't actually of a female at all.
Yeah, it was like either like a pineapple or a sports car.
Well, no, it might not even be that. Like, if you get like, not that I would know this personally, of course. It might be like the start of like a scene, and it's like not the female's not even there, and it's just like two chuckleheads just sort of like sitting there. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Okay, yes. Like the preamble before the fun.
Yeah, and it's like, really? Nobody wants to see you people. You get paid and you get to have fun. Not really. They just get venereal
I'm not here
diseases
for
and,
you.
They just get venereal diseases and drug addiction. Let's see.
God, we had it so hard back then. No
Say
pun
again?
intended.
And today's going pretty good. Made a homemade pizza. Finally got the
Homemade
crust right.
pizza.
Yep. Finally got the crust right.
On it?
Wait a second.
What toppings did you put on it?
Oh, just the traditional stuff, you know, pepperoni and cheese and all the rest.
Was there pineapple on it?
No chance in hell.
Good man. Good fucking man.
Chuck Norris would come back to life to roundhouse kick anything like that.
There's a special place in hell for people that put pineapple on pizza.
Exactly.
Fight me.
Monster Jam, I remember that. That was pretty fun. Went to one of those as a kid. Oh crap!
Oh, I miss the OG Monster Jams.
They didn't somehow make that much, did they?
You'll pay for the entire seat, but you'll only need the edge.
Heal. No, throw it.
Bigfoot Gravedigger will always fight him.
I didn't get that dying animation before. Whoa, she unalived herself. Yeah, Gravedigger's pretty awesome.
You know, when it came down to the Bigfoots and the Gravediggers, like, Gravedigger's definitely more iconic, but I was always a Bigfoot fan. I liked the color.
Yeah, it was pretty classic. Very classic indeed. Okay, do we have green peppers? Ugh. Heretic.
Jalapenos.
Heresy. Destroy it.
Sammy, you got bugs massing at the front. Let's get over there. Man the defenses.
I think like if the characters were a little bit better, I wouldn't be so negative. I mean, it does look like a good game. I mean, look at that. Look at all that. Look at that big dam back there. That's pretty impressive for a budget of like no dollars. I just don't like deets.
Is that a goddamn?
It could be. It's God's hitter, man. So I was watching a little bit of Home Improvement the other day, and you know, you could actually, if you could get the right writers, do that show today, and have it basically be the same thing, but updated for modern well, when I say modern audiences, I mean like for modern technology. Because literally Tool Time works as like, you know, influencers. Like Tim and Al could basically just be, you know, influencers on TikTok or what have you.
They're doing infomercials now.
The infomercials even still really exist?
Yep.
Okay. Well, I think for them to be legitimately famous, they'd have to be like an influencer.
Well, considering that the entire cast is still around, I wouldn't mind like a one-season reunion.
You know, I wouldn't mind seeing that either. That'd be kind of neat.
The kids come back for like, you know, from college or whatever they're doing, Tokyo drifting.
You know, the funny part is though, like Jonathan Taylor Thomas, I always hated. The oldest kid is like in jail now.
Yeah. Every girl I went to school with was obsessed with JTT.
Yeesh.
You know who JTT reminds me of? I swear to Christ. He's like the generic soda of John Connor.
I could see that.
Like generic Edward Furlong.
Cannot stand that creature. Now the youngest kid was cool. He was cool.
Yeah, I didn't have a problem. The older son I couldn't stand, and the middle kid I hated. But yeah, the younger son was cool.
I don't think he's one of those agnostic, but I think he like stole something. I forget exactly. I do know that the guy who played Jason in Power Rangers also went to jail for a little while for COVID fraud. That's a little understandable just because they didn't pay those people anything back in the 90s.
They paid them in exposure and Fruitopia caps.
I mean, they kind of did that. They made like less than like $1,000 per episode, and that was a very popular franchise. This is definitely inspired by Space Marine 2, all the bugs in the background.
It's funny though, like we joke though, but like if somebody says, "Hey, I'll pay you $1,000 just to do this video," I'd be like, "Fuck yeah."
Yeah, I probably would too. Raid Shadow Legends is the greatest game in the world. I play it every day. In fact, I have Raid Shadow Legends tattooed on my never mind.
I have 2 cell phones so I can dual wield Raid Shadow Legends.
Exactly.
Oh, by the way, any info about that sponsorship you got, or you still can't talk about it yet?
Not yet, not yet. Oh yeah, we gotta work on that next week.
Yeah.
We might push Alien Isolation a little bit because I don't have a lot of time. Got no time. I gotta get my SIG 540. Let's see. Well, see, like, usually it's rich celebrities who have that problem. I don't think the oldest kid from Home Improvement is what we would consider rich. I get the feeling he probably spent all of his money. I swear, if my superpower was to see into the future, it's absolutely worthless. I just had a little bit of deja vu there, and I'm like, ooh, can I see into the future? I can see myself playing a video game! Why couldn't I see, like, that Bitcoin was going to be worth a lot of money? Or the lottery numbers.
If I had my choice, I would go back and invest in AI knowing what it became today.
That works too. How do I get through the gate?
Would you invest in Nvidia or Lenovo?
I'd invest in Nvidia. Oh, hell yeah. But
I put all my money in Civics.
I thought you said all your money in cervix. It's like, uh-oh. OnlyFans. Although that would be would not be too bad to invest in. I mean, it did appreciate in value.
Yes, it did.
But it depreciates every year. Uh-oh.
You know what I find extremely hysterical about the OF's thoughts? If you know what their name is, and I'm not telling anyone to do this, by the way, this is purely for scientific purposes. If you know what their name is and you go into Google Images and you put it in and you search it, you get them for free.
Yep.
Just saying. Why buy the cow when the milk is free?
But
Some of them are stuck. Can you disengage the locking clamps manually?
they're like these just basic mission objectives, you know, like there's nothing wrong with this kind of gameplay style. It's just I can't stand the character because every time she opens her mouth, I'm like, why can you not just be so obnoxious?
You know, one last quick thing about that, and I promise I'll get off that topic. Giggity.
Get off.
I took one for the team, and for scientific reasons, I looked up iDubbbz' wife.
Why would you ever want to do that?
I had to know. I just had to know, okay? And I'll tell you what, despite her garbage, like, views and takes, you would adore her body type.
I don't know.
Hog in every sense of the word.
I don't know, man. I'm just saying, like... See, if anybody tried to, like, seduce me, which I doubt would ever happen, it would fail if they couldn't pass one test. And that test is...
The Bechdel test.
Wait, what?
The Bechdel test.
No. I'd ask one question. How does the how do the following letters make you feel? M-A-G-A. Wait, M-A-G-A. Yeah. How does that make you feel? And if she was like, I agree, or she started going crazy, well, then you know.
That's actually a really good question. It's like a Rorschach test for like, I don't know.
Now, gentlemen, if a girl is talking to you, don't just start saying M-A-G-A. Don't actually do that, but
Yeah,
still.
don't really
crap.
do that. We're just kidding.
It's one that would come off as kind of like assy. But you will need to know that at some point. I'm being shot by everything in sight. 1 second. We've got the awesome door gun. It's like the Call of Duty.
Dora the Explorer gun, no.
This is pretty impressive.
It's a chopper gunner.
Exactly. I mean, and it does work. And the turret actually can heat up. It's like they did a pretty competent game here. It's just I can't stand the character.
I like the brat it makes.
Yep.
I mean, the guns
pretty...
do sound good.
Yes. But the only character I can think of that I would really, really want to smash is, of course, Lydia Dietz.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
I mean, effectively, I already have dated a Lydia Dietz-ish kind of character. Sadly, emotional problems do not make for long-term relationships, unfortunately.
How about Wednesday Addams?
You know, I don't think I would. I don't think she'd like me because I'm way too positive.
You couldn't be sad just for one night.
I don't know. Oh God, Dietz, please never say another word in your life.
They could flood the whole island.
We need to get out there.
I'll see what I can do.
Did you ever see the movie Leon the Professional?
No, I need to watch that. I have acquired it legally, of course, but I've not sat down to...
For the love of Christ, watch it so that we can do an AAR on it.
Alright.
It's a really early role for, what's her name? Girl from V from Vendetta and, Star Wars.
Natalie Portman.
Natalie Portman, yes.
And Agnostic, I've already done that. And yeah, it can be very difficult. Very difficult.
I've got bugs coming in from both sides.
Try to hold them off a little longer.
Very difficult.
I don't know why I couldn't remember Natalie Portman for some reason.
She's not that memorable of a actress, unfortunately.
But I'll tell you what, she's infinitely better than Alyssa Milano. And,
oh yeah, without doubt. Padme. Like no wonder.
And it has one of the greatest Gary Oldman quotes ever.
Grab it. White phosphorus. Why do the AI bots have to be dumber than a box of fucking hair? Robo hair. Also, we've been going an hour 48 minutes.
I didn't know hair came in boxes.
It can for bald people.
Oh, you know what? Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to tiptoe around this one.
Uh-oh.
But let's just say a certain demographic of women do get hair in boxes.
I'll lose the stream, gentlemen.
Shut up.
We're almost done. It sucks. It's been a pretty good stream, but it's already almost over. We only got like 10 minutes left to go. It's like, goddamn.
Where's my ice cream, Chico?
Keep going. Oh, I ate it all. Sorry.
How could you?
Fucking bitch.
How could you?
It was delicious.
Damn.
Normally I don't
You
end up
had
finishing it.
you
but
had
yeah.
one job, Chico. One.
Yeah, of course.
Cyrus, since you got here late, you have to pay the ultimate price. You have to watch 1/1,000th of 1 second of High School Musical 4.
Ew.
The music
High
game.
School Musical's enough.
I've never seen any of them. I just use that as like a great threat. I've been using that with like my regular life. Like somebody will be like really sad. They're like, "I'm sorry, John," and my response is, "For that, you have to watch 5 minutes of High School Musical," and always kind of gets them out of their sad mood.
Or they must read one page of 50 Shades of Grey.
I don't know which would be worse.
And
I'd
yes,
like to have seen
Silverwings, that is the quote that made Gary Oldman famous.
I'm currently at CVS Pharmacy. Oh wait,
Scan coupon now. Touch the continue button. Your total is $6.50. Please wait. System processing.
Why the hell did you join the stream while you were in CVS?
I thought that was the game. I was like, what the hell? Nothing's going on like that. I'm like, it's just a process.
I thought it was the game too.
Because it sounds like a robot voice in the game. All right, now you're really gonna face it. Now you're gonna have to watch. Yeah, Thundercats Roar. There you go.
God, kill me now.
Please remember to take your receipt. Thank you.
It's gonna be.
And you have to gift a sub to Hassan Piker.
Oh, that's too far. That's too far. We're gonna get the Geneva Convention on us now. I mean, look, you might have to watch. What is that stupid Netflix show that everybody got mad about? Bean Mouth or something?
I've never heard of that, but alright.
Oh, Big Mouth.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was Bean Mouth. You sure it's
No,
not?
Big Mouth.
All right,
It's an incredibly stupid show. I watched the first season and I was like, oh, this is really stupid. Let's see how much worse it get. And it got really worse.
And that's when you knew it fucked up.
But, I'll be back. If you're still in the channel, I'll be back in a little bit here. I'm going to be driving, so.
All right, see ya.
Yep.
You remember back in the day, Comedy Central had a cartoon called Little Bush?
Oh, yeah.
And they had like the little Dems.
I don't remember that. I didn't remember the little Bush thing. I didn't watch it because I was like, really? They're just going to keep doing this about Bush? I mean, yeah, he deserved all the hate he got, but I was like, oh, come on.
It was kind of funny because they gave shit to the Dems too.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Like the Dems were like a bratty, like treehouse like group that was like, and like you could tell they were like a clique, but there was always infighting.
Ah, those are the days. This game is 100%. I want to say it's good, but it's. I don't know. There's just something about it that still rubs me the wrong way, Cyrus. It just rubs me the wrong way. Come on. Give me it. I keep wanting to call that a care package 2, even though that's really a Helldiver. This is really a Helldivers 2 kind of thing. Ooh, give me the autocannon. Okay, I might actually give this game the General Lotz seal of approval. I'll have to play it a little bit more, but the early levels kind of annoyed me, but now I'm kind of getting into it.
I'm gonna be fair, and I'm going to, just based on what I've seen from it, I would say that this is easily 7 brain bugs out of 10.
Yeah, that's kind of like it. I mean, I think it could be higher if they didn't have the stupid Deeds character.
See, I think games that are 7s are perfectly good games. I know so many people that will not play games unless they're 8.5s or higher.
Yeah, and that's not fair.
You just fragged another teammate, by the way.
Well, you know, if they didn't run in front of my shots, they'd have been alive.
or if you had better trigger discipline. But yeah, that's neither here nor there.
Hey, you know what? I'm trying to help the environment.
Yeah. Okay, fair.
I'm trying to reduce my carbon footprint. Come on, come on, come on, give me the health, give me the health! Okay, see, I know a game is good when I basically am like screaming at the game to let me do something. So I think
it does it.
Yeah, it's like, give me the health. It's like, that's when I know I've gotten into it. I think I'm into it. I think I might. I still say wait for the Steam sale for this, but it's like, oh crap. Oh crap, 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 go! Run!
This honestly looks like a scaled down and reskinned Earth Defense Force.
Yeah, or a Helldivers kind of thing too. Except you can't play it co-op. Oh god damn! Really? What was I supposed to do there, game? What was I supposed to do there? The Manchurian Candidate? Yeah, it's not bad.
Oh, she pulls the Vasquez grenade death when
yep.
For animation. That's pretty cool.
That is not bad. Not bad at all.
First time I saw that, I thought you accidentally grenaded yourself. Yeah, but I like it more now that I know it's an animation.
They put some effort into this. I think they should have gotten rid of the... They shouldn't have disrespected Johnny Rico, but... I might be able to live with that. I got 7 health. No, I got none.
Let a flip 6 hold and you'll score.
Okay, let's go ahead and call in a package here so I can get some health. Or not, it'll just like crash into the wall. There we go.
Riley, get in.
He got here just in time for me to beat this level and then call it a day. And yeah, if they had made like a little Trump, it would just be a one-sided political narrative.
Do you want some fun Starship Troopers trivia?
Go for it.
So, I can't remember his name in the movie, but Gary Busey's son?
Ace.
Ace. He really does know how to play the violin.
That's pretty neat. I like that.
And the violin that you see in the movie is an actual, honest-to-God violin.
Huh. That's pretty awesome. Although I was more paying attention to 2 other things in that scene than just the violin, though.
Yes, I know you were. We all were. No one was watching the violin.
I was a little too busy with 2 big jubblies. Man,
I'll tell you what though, Ironside gives one of the best quotes during that scene. Report to so and so in 10 minutes. Make it 20.
We could do it.
Yep. Yep.
It's time for the Time for the extraction. For Super Earth.
By the way, when we were talking about like Jill being like the right kind of like female character,
What the hell happened?
Yeah.
Dizzy was so perfect in that movie where they showed her to be tough when she fought Zim, but still lost. That's how you write strong characters.
Exactly.
You show that they can hold their own, but they're not super soldiers.
Yeah, and you know, that's the thing. Uh-oh, we got another FMV.
Your next vacation.
Oh dear.
Why not plan to visit Zegama Beach? Thanks to the hard work of Federation citizens, Zegama Beach will soon be ready to welcome you back with open arms and reclaim its place as one of the most beautiful vacation destinations in the galaxy. All of Zegama Beach has been newly landscaped and is just waiting for you to build the vacation home of your dreams. You can even invest in a timeshare. Why not bring your friends? There's plenty of space for everyone. Buy your own slice of the pie and take a bite out of paradise, where the sun always shines and the sand sparkles like fine crystal. Zegama Beach. The only thing we're missing is you.
Zegama Beach, where the sun always shines.
We can never forget that we lost Zegma to the bugs. That's why we're here, to make sure that something like that never happens again. And we want to tell you, the player, that we understand your grief and your pain.
If you're feeling lost or having unpatriotic thoughts, we're here to help. Federation-regulated antidepressants and performance enhancers.
Okay, this is
will
not
help
that
you
bad.
keep your
Okay.
head held high. And if you're a citizen, enjoy premier access to the Federation's healthcare
Thanks,
options.
Prozac.
And thanks for your
Yeah.
service.
You know,
Just like I did. After I was injured at Zegma Beach, I got to recuperate in
She
one of
does
the
have a robot
Federation's
arm.
amazing healing pods.
Oh, good.
How was that experience?
It was incredible. I spent the whole time having sweet dreams, and I woke up as good as new.
I still can't stand this character, and I hate her,
What'd you
but
dream about?
At least she does have some battle damage.
yeah.
The best and brightest minds in the galaxy are hard at work to ensure the Federation remains on the cutting edge of technology.
I
As a
wish they
three-
Our
brought
scientists are
back
pioneers,
Doogie
equipping our
Howser.
brave troops
Mm.
with the very best.
She
in
might be in the
military
game, I don't know
equipment
yet.
and pharmaceuticals in their fight to defend our great society.
Would you like to know more?
You know, that 556 does a lot more fucking more for psycho
The
people than any
destruction
pill
of
ever
Buenos
would.
Aires was an
Well, no, it is a
unprovoked
pill.
act of
Da-da-da-da.
bug aggression. The city is
The
All
ultimate
right.
sleeping pill.
with arachnids running rampant through the streets.
All right. Well, we have come
Your
to
mission is
2
to
hours, and so I gotta tell you, I think I might give this game my seal of approval. I have to play it a little bit more, but until next time, I have been General Lotz.
And I'm your humble, snuggable, lovable Triple X medic.
And next time, we're going to come back for some more fun.
Yes, we are.